From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, disability providers say they could go out of business without the government's help funding wage increases. Unions and employers are 2.5 years into negotiating a pay equity claim for community support workers. But a Disability Support Network survey shows 96% of providers could not afford any wage rise without government funding. Chief Executive Peter Reynolds says progressing the claim's important, but will need the government to come to the party.
It's upsetting for support workers who want to be able to do the job but don't get paid appropriately for it.
The Prime Minister's international travel plans have been somewhat waylaid by a minor breakdown. While refuelling in Papua New Guinea, the New Zealand Defence Air Force 757 plane blew a fuse. A spokesman for the Defence Force says it'll likely take only an hour to fix. The Prime Minister and his delegation are still expected to land in Tokyo later tonight. Russian President Vladimir Putin's proposals for peace in Ukraine have been slammed at a gathering of world leaders in Switzerland. Heads of state from around the world have converged to show support for Ukraine. But Putin's demands for the end of the war have been ignored by the summit. Otago University international relations expert Robert Patman says Putin's proposal is laughable.
It's not serious at all. I mean, let's be quite clear. Mr. Putin can stop this conflict within 24 hours by withdrawing Russian forces to the internationally recognised borders of Russia.
The third Armageddon Winter Expo is on in Auckland this weekend. The show features Rick and Morty Meets the Terminator with the voices of Rick and Morty and Robert Patrick from Terminator 2 Judgment Day making an appearance. Event founder and director Bill Gerrards says the varied guest lineup has drawn a big crowd.
There's always somebody that people want to see. Because one person's, oh my God, I can't believe that person's there, is another person's, I don't know who that is. There's a nice mixture of different kinds of celebrities.
That's news. In sport, defending champions England remain alive at the 2020 Cricket World Cup, courtesy of Australia claiming a 5-wicket win over Scotland in St Lucia. The Scots needed to beat Australia to advance to the Super 8 at England's expense, and with the Australians 74 for 3 after 10 overs, chasing 181 to win, that appeared a real possibility. But 68 from Travis Head, 59 off 29 balls to Marcus Stoinis, and 24 off 14 to Tim David saw Australia home with 2 balls to spare. The Edmonton Oilers have kept ice hockey's Stanley Cup series alive with an emphatic 8-1 win in Game 4 of the series against the Florida Panthers. The Panthers lead the series 3-1 with Game 5 coming up on Wednesday. That's sport. I'm Joe Gilfillan.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.